Hey guys, we are back to part 2. So where we left over here, right, I would like to share with you something. It's September 2019, right. I was being scolded for last minute outing. That's why I got being paying a lot and all that whenever this thing happened. Also, right, during the Christmas time, I was starting an argument with my mother at all the time to ask me to stay in Singapore through Hong Kong because of Hong Kong. Yeah. In 2020, right, there was not many time to be like argument, but we have argument throughout the COVID and coronavirus. The time they all like feel that outing cancelled, and they all been like suffered paying a lot because there are no outing the time during the virus. They all suspend outing. I also like attempt to go to Kaohsiung, Taiwan, but suddenly it's also the same thing. I got being staying in Singapore. Flight got cancelled, and everything got cancelled due to a virus, coronavirus outbreak. And then my friend, right, also my school, right, it was started to have circuit breaker throughout, and also the thing we can't go out anywhere. But when that time my mom and I go to buy things, we stay in the car. There are no many vehicles are driving out because still stay at home, stay home notice. Because right, they all stay in the sheltered home, but instead that time in 2020, I got an activity game to play during the stay home. And all thing right, they have moved forward to May holiday, to June holidays will become school time. But because of the outbreak that happened, right, we couldn't able to handle the situation to wait to the all the phases. Once the thing got back, we all started to go back to school, and then we have term break holiday. Yeah. And one more thing, right, just to tell you, we was start to plan about the renovation of my home. And that time throughout, because of COVID, there were not many workers come here, so it's a long demand and wait. Then I couldn't able to handle of waiting time, have talking about other thing that about your layout like that and everything, all the layout, the thing also the same on the end of, and then the moving one, staying another house here now. You didn't know about that. The time at the end of year we went back, and then the end of year, right, I will say it's because the time, right, through the safety danger in the kitchen, right, got a gas fire that nearly want to explode. Because the time, yeah, my father was in the kitchen, my mom, I just tell my mom what happened. Then after that they had started argument again. Yeah, they all start argument again throughout the fight. I start to intend to get a fight, and the time to have a pain and all that. So this is why it's going to be like bad pain for me. Yes. In 2021 also the same thing, but because of COVID also the same thing. We also still cannot go travel. True. Also I got some of my friends who had an argument fight, and doing that outing, playing bang bang bang, table tennis, yeah, and all that. I was a bit upset, and what my parents found out the situation is, and everything you should know what doesn't look like. One more thing to tell you, that we all like still remain the friend thing, but was okay. But through the we had vaccine, we was talking about the vaccine thing and all that, we release vaccine all. And then the end of year, right, my mom went to Hong Kong, but ended up got quarantined for 21 days. I've been not seeing her for many weeks yet during the end of year throughout there. And then one more thing, after the end of year, after my school ends at the end of year, my great grandmother passed away, which is my mother's great grandmother. It's been a sad years, how pain I am. And one more, I got some of my friends who has started an argument. I have started to cut ties with them, and then I have to stay close to my friend Fabian and Kendall and the rest. So why? I want to make sure that I do not get being task force. In 2022, at the New Year begin, it's been because of health risk warning from my mother, right? I have to be careful, but luckily didn't get quarantined. Negative tested. Just all that. Just that. Before the cases drop, yes. Slowly, yes. Steady. But I had my booster dose ready. Sometimes my teachers or the same thing ask me not to go, not to talk about Hong Kong. I don't like it. Also got suffer pain as well. A bit, yeah. Just a bit. Hi, so this one, right? It's been a while. And so the thing is that April was a bit excitement to slow down that the case is about to drop and going to be like lifted up. And then around May, we are planning to go KL because they no need like do tests, just direct board inside, but just need to make sure to mask on and all that. The time in the and then at the end of year of 2020, no, mid-year 2022, I had fallen sick that time when we, after the day, around day 4, no, day 5, I had a pain that time. No, day 4. Yeah, day 4 I got morning that time, got into a problem. I got feel giddy. Till my mom called my dad for help to save me and bring me back to the hotel. And then my sister is worried about me that I was a bit giddy that time. I got stomach pain, stomach ache. I was been going to toilet many times. Till I got fever. Did you notice how pain I am that time? And then my fun spoiled already due to this. And then right after, since the day 3, right, my mother's worried about the food, outside food, yeah. The alley there in the Bukit Bintang there, not clean at all. Then in day 5, right, around day 4, it was raining at night. Thunderstorm comes in. We were unable to watch TV. And then around that time in the day 5, right, I sweat a lot. Inside the train was okay, but I feel like want to see doctor. That's why in Malaysia I'm going to see doctor. For some reason I need to go for a checkup here to check how am I feeling. And then day 6 we are returning back to Singapore to rest. And then one more thing to say that I was going to see doctor one more time again that time. So September 2022 I went to KL again. When that time during dinner we eat Hakka and all that. I was saying don't like it. Then I feel I had an argument with my dad only. Throughout I'm a bit more disappointment to tell. In the late September 2022, before I head to my school for my oral, even though I still not graduation, I had an argument with my mother about my uniform, and I had pain a lot at the time, feel a bit hurt. I called my dad's second sister, and all this is also more painful, suffer pain. You see, my friends also the same thing. They also got suffer pain for some time, for some reason, unexpected reasons. This is why majority of them also got feel disappointment, feel upset, even though like me also the same thing, yeah, for some reason. So in 2023, there was also one more thing to that. 2022 at the end of year, I was in my room. We had some argument about. I heard about my parents' argument about the printing thing, about the documentary, what's happened there, train boys and all that. Why they just suffered like that, and all things, you know. And one more family things I remember to be on the try a bit of argument. This is like you feel that you have a bit of a mental health problem and all that, or everything that got into a problem. What happened is that it's a bit too shocking and disappointment. In 2023, I was a bit upset during my art lesson. Till my art teacher scolded me that I never finished my homework. Till now I got a bit of an episode. I was made the decision of staying home like that one day. Then I was staying back for backup. That's why. Hong Kong I also went to before. It was raining in Hong Kong till we run home. My passport tower, my dad scold me, all that. And then we heard about the argument from my friends again about the blacklisted. That's what happens here. The same thing. The simulation that goes on, the same thing. And all that. That's just why. In 2023, the same thing. Sometimes, right, we was unable to put the cover for the dining table before we headed to Japan, Osaka. We were planned for 14 days. We were not home at the time. And then everything. It's a bit hard and challenged to take this situation. We all know helpers already. Yeah, we do not need helpers. That's why. Okay, for the last year, right? Now, this is what happened for the last year. It's kind of like suffering. I got my friend just had an argument about everything that who go and leak info, go and invade people's handphone and all that. After my checkup, health checkup and all that, everything they start an argument, create chaos and all that, which I feel that this is really, really bad situation. What we really should do, right, is to like just to be friend, but it doesn't work. They all start to argument against the blacklist. We all leave him alone already, and that's why I have to stay close with Kendall, Fabian, and to all my friends, Xander, like that, and Jaden Chua. Cause Jaden, Kendall, Fabian are my best friends. Everyone also, but not to my blacklist. I don't like blacklisted people and all that. I was planning to go back to Hong Kong. Then they have put me there into Singapore for after my clear checkup. This what happened. It caused me to have a death threat. That's why I was a bit suffered. True, honestly, right? It was a bad idea. And how sad. At the end of year of November, I left Singapore. I went back to Hong Kong to get my work. True, honestly. In Tokyo 2024 of March, right, I was a bit suffered. I was scammed in Akihabara. So I already told you not to go Akihabara if you feel that this place might be not safe, cause people might scams around tourists and all that. In 2024 in Hong Kong, I was sick. Then I go back to my dad's second sister's house to rest. And then I go back to my work, but still got cough that time. Got mask on. It was during cold weather and all that. Everything that happened, right? It's also the same. At the New Year, right? It was fine actually. True, but because I was myself and all this. One more, the end of year the New Year of 2025, right? We went to China doing the CNY. We play with the firework, but we all feel the gunpowder problem. Then during the breakfast before my dad go back to Singapore. Just small argument. And then the time that in Hong Kong or in Long there, one of my dad's friends see me, then just talk about what happened. Then I just started an argument, shouted, and all that. And then still have a something that my friend has been suffered again from the blacklisted people, because they like to post something. Two of the blacklisted people just screenshot and go and leak info, that send to other member of blacklisted people, and think that bullying, cyberbullying my friend. Oh my god, and all this. So we will now take a break and wait for part 3.